Hi, I'm Renee Jacinto from Advent Health Fish Memorial, and this is Advent Health TV.
Hi everyone, I'm Tom Johnson. Let's jump right into this week's episode. Can you give us some context on that number? Recently on the Advent Health Morning Briefing, we took stock of where we really are with the COVID-19 pandemic. It's been going for well over a year now. Infections, hospitalizations, and deaths are trending down in Florida and across the nation. But does that mean the pandemic is over in any way? We asked Advent Health's Executive Director for Infection Prevention, Dr. Vincent Hsu.
We are in this somewhat unfortunate or uncomfortable situation where there's still a large number of people that haven't been vaccinated. The CDC has had to go with a two-tiered approach where they said if you are vaccinated you can safely take off your mask and not have to social distance anymore, but they can't say the same thing about those that are unvaccinated. And it really requires us to get a larger proportion of the population vaccinated in order for all of us to say we can go back to more normal activities, but we're very close.
Last episode, we took you inside the exciting new ED expansion at Advent Health Orlando. Now, we want to show you one of the ways we're showing it off to Central Florida. That's the brand new sign on the outside of the newly expanded area of Ginsburg Tower. It is visible across Lake Estelle on North Mills Avenue, where nearly 30,000 cars pass every day. You know, when Advent Health Winter Park started building its new ED, we showed you something amazing found during demolition.
Hospital to pledge $50,000 for financing. Wow, those were the good old days, $50,000.
It was a time capsule put in place about a half century ago and long forgotten. Inside, hospital bylaws and a ton of newspaper clippings about the hospital. After finding this one, they immediately decided to create a new time capsule for the new ED. And there it is. It was packed up and handed off to the construction company. And now, hopefully, someone will find it and be just as surprised as we were in another 50 years or so.
I won't tell you where the location's at, but we know that it's in the new ER. And it basically has things that represent the last several years at Advent Health Winter Park, including parts of the memorabilia that came from the pandemic and even of 2020.
Spelling hope is easy, H-O-P-E, right? Well, giving hope is a little more complex, but there is an art piece traveling the CFD right now, which aims to do just that. Videographer David Maddox shows you.
Back in early 2020, we were going to have a Collab for a Cure Oncology Research Conference, and the committee decided to put these beautiful 3D hope letters up on stage. And as we were talking about different creative ideas that best represents what we do as a whole, I came up with the idea of how about we put our art therapists work with our cancer patients using these artworks to represent what they're going through, having a life-changing diagnosis like cancer. And so the theme for the artwork that you see here is this balance of fear and hope that our patients go through, that they struggle with all the changes that a diagnosis like cancer can bring, but all the things that they bring into their life and what we provide as caregivers to bring hope and healing to them. So the idea was to take images of these different pieces. Some of them are paintings, some of them are pictures, and then put them on the hope sign so that when people walk by it and see it, it can bring hope to other people too. They'll see and they'll feel that they're not alone, that there are other people that have walked this road with them or before them. I hope that this brings hope to people personally, but also it brings light to the awesome work that our teams are doing in this place.
You have a few more chances to see the Hope Art exhibit up close if you want to. It has 2 more stops at Advent Health Celebration and Advent Health Daytona Beach. If you want to get involved or help spread the word about our research, go to adventhealthresearchinstitute.com/trials. The video you are about to see sets an Advent Health TV record for farthest distance traveled by a work-from-home workspace video. Like many of you, Kelly Wilson works remotely, and I mean really remotely. These two baby white-tailed deer were playing right outside her workspace in Holly Lake Ranch, Texas. That's a couple hours east of Dallas, by the way. Kelly is part of the CFD's Office of Design and Construction, and she tells us she worked remotely before working remotely was cool. She also says she sees wildlife like this pretty much every day. We want to show off your work from home workspace no matter how near or far. Send your video or pics to us at adventhealthtv@adventhealth.com. And remember, the more unusual, creative, and fun, the better. Until next time, stay healthy and feel whole.